Alright, we're going to go over Florida firearm laws inside your vehicle pretty much. Alright, weapons in vehicles. And we're going to go over all this shit. And this is kind of important. This is for people who do not have a concealed weapons permit and can't carry on them. Well, you can carry in your vehicle in the state of Florida, and I bet there's a lot of other states that will allow you to do this too. So go ask NRA instructor or your local gun shop. Somebody, ask them what the laws are for you carrying in, being able to have it in your vehicle. This is what the state of Florida does. The 1982 Florida legislature passed amendments to 790.25 of Florida statutes pertaining to the presence of weapons in motor vehicles. The 1982 amendments described where a person could store weapons within the vehicle. This brochure summarizes the laws about the presence of weapons in motorized vehicles and provides suggestions to law enforcement officers how to deal with situations where weapons are found in a motor vehicle. The concealed storage of a weapon in a motor vehicle is permissible if the weapon is carried for self-defense or lawful purposes and the weapon is either not readily accessible or is securely encased. Examples of permissible storage places for the guns are in. Now this is where you can have them and be able to drive down the road legally. A locked or unlocked glove compartment. So if you want to throw it in the glove compartment, locked or unlocked, whatever you want. I would prefer unlocked so you can get to it faster. The trunk of a car. I don't know if I would do that one, but you can. A locked or unlocked gun case. Okay, a zippered gun case. Like a zippered gun case. Maybe you have to lock it, maybe you don't. It just says a zippered gun case, so I'd imagine you don't have to lock it. A closed box or container which requires a lid or cover to be opened for access. So I would imagine you could carry what you got your gun in your gun box and snap the things down, and you'd be completely legal in the state of Florida. Alright. Now this has to do with officer safety, and basically it's saying if a person stopped for a traffic offense, an officer may ask the driver to surrender any weapons. The officer sees a firearm in plain view, he may ask the owner to exit the vehicle, blah blah blah. If there's no arrest in the interview, then the weapon may be unloaded by the officer prior to its return to the owner. So yeah, it's not a big deal. And let's go to the other side. Examples of legal storage. Let's see if y'all can see that. Alright. A weapon, firearm in a vehicle may be legally located, unconcealed, and not touching a person. Now this is all without your permit. If you don't have a permit, you can do this in the state of Florida. Unconcealed and not touching a person. Concealed and not touching a person. Okay. In the trunk or in the passenger compartment if the weapon is not readily accessible for immediate use, or securely encased glove compartment, gun case, zipper gun case, covered closed container. Example of illegal storage. Now you heard that it says unconcealed and not touching a person. That doesn't mean unconcealed anywhere, so that's where it sucks. Alright, a felony violation would occur if a firearm is concealed from the ordinary sight of another person. This includes firearms concealed on the person, in pants, under coat, etc. That's without a permit. All this is without a permit. Concealed and readily accessible and not securely encased, which means under the seat of the car in the driver's door flap pocket. So right here where you open your door, but underneath there's a little spot where you can put stuff. Don't put your gun there. That's illegal. Because that's basically what they call readily accessible. It's just as easy as if you're wearing it on you to get to it. They want you to take another step, basically. So, I can probably draw my gun within a second, second and a half. They want you, maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds, depending on how quick you are. And that's pretty much it. So, the only way you can get a felony violation is if you have it on you and you don't have a permit, or concealed and readily accessible and not securely encased, under the seat of the car, so don't put it under your seat, in the driver's door flap pocket, and I wouldn't even put it in the passenger seat if no one was there, because they're probably not gonna like that. They'll probably frown upon that pretty damn good. So pretty much, if I was you and I was in the state of Florida or coming here, and then I'm sure there's a lot of other states that do something like this, and you don't need your permit to carry your weapon on you. I mean, in the vehicle. I would put it in my glove compartment and keep it unlocked, or put it in my gun case, or zippered gun case, or some covered closed container or something. Maybe like a shoebox that has a closed lid, and you have to pull the lid off and pull the gun out. Something like that, maybe. But go check with your state laws and figure out if you can have your gun in your vehicle without a permit. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this will help some of you try to want to investigate to see if you can carry and have it in your vehicle, because that's it's a pretty high threat situation most of the time in your life. A lot of crazy people on the road. Who knows what they're gonna do? So someone had asked me about, I think it was Big Tex Rebel. We talked on the phone, and he said something about I said I'll keep my girlfriend's gun in her car until she gets her permit, and I wanted to explain why she can have it in her car, and maybe some of you need to investigate to see if you can have it in your vehicle or not. So I think it would be a good thing if you could. It's very important. I like to have my gun on me always, but that's why I have my permit, and I can carry almost anywhere. Alright, let me know what you think.